ulti.TV.
Welcome to this quarterfinal matchup at Australian Ultimate Championships 2012. We're covering the Fyshwick and Firestorm quarterfinal. This is 2v7, I believe. Fyshwick coming through the pool play and power pools in second overall. They're facing off against Firestorm, who just come off a tough pre-quarter match against Host White, in which they comfortably won, but still, every minute you spend on the field, it does take it out of you. This Fyshwick side, I'll be honest, I'd written them off at the start of the season. I really didn't think they had the depth to go all the way. However, results are proving that maybe they do. Maybe this is Fyshwick's year, and I want to throw it out there. They are definitely a contender. They beat Host Burgundy, one of the other contenders, in Universe Point by one goal. And moving forward, this Fyshwick team, it could be their year. We saw I-Beam win in 2010 off the back of a less than ideal year. Fyshwick, I think their preparation hasn't been quite what they like, but here at the back ends of the tournament, they're definitely in the mix. So some players to watch. On the left, we have Jonathan Holmes. You can see him talking behind Gareth there. I rate him as the best player in Australia. Watch out for his work rate and his ability to get crazy blocks over people. He plays with intensity, and it does hurt when he runs into you. Now, another player to watch, we've got Alex Leach, number 88. He's got his back to us. They're calling this kid the Master Chief. You see Warwick Shepherd next to him. Warwick stands about 6'5", which makes Alex probably 6'4½". However, Alex is a sprinter. Apparently runs a sub 4.5 second 40, which is ridiculously quick for a 6'5" dude. Another player to watch out for, Thomas Watson. Incredibly talented player, very, very quick. This will be his chance to step up, take a strong hand on this team. Leading the Firestorm boys through their pre-game cheer, pumping them up. Some players to watch on the team. We see Trevor Lovering and John McNaughton there. Trevor in the Red Sox. John will be a main thrower on this team, as I mentioned in the previous game. Very, very risky. Gets the disc out very quick and throws it very far. Reece Stewart, a junior. Very, very young, but very, very skilled. Quickly becoming a top flight handler in Australian Ultimate. And back to Trev. A lot of the tall guys on Firestorm will be getting a lot of attention. Trevor, still an underrated player in Australian Ultimate. This could be his game to break out and take it to Fyshwick. So we'll bring you the first pull in a minute. So Fyshwick starting the game on offense. Immediately a bit off the bat, John Holmes with it is, resets to Mad Dog. Temple. Having a look, looking to reset to Jonathan Holmes. Holmes goes up the line. Hempel with the disc to Belfry Boyd. Mikey Hatfield now. Hatfield had a great throw in double free game, I believe it was. Had the disc, a stoppage was called. Someone on the sideline heckled, not a thrower. Mikey Hatfield proceeded to jacket forehand most of the field to Matt Dow for the win. It's that kind of intensity that Fyshwick bring, and that kind of confidence in themselves to do well. We'll see a lot of big plays from both these teams. Firestorm definitely have looked to step it up early. John Holmes breaks the mark to Dow. Dow jams a forehand to a free Warwick Shepherd, who just can't quite get onto that one. Waves to Dow and says, possibly my fault. So Ignition, not Ignition, Firestorm get a shot at this one now. Disc is tapped in, Firestorm on O for the first time. And a turn to Belfry Boyd. Mad Dog with the disc, dumps it off to Holmes. Back to Mad Dog. Hempel with the disc. Face the break. Hatfield comes open. Holmes resets. Middle of the field, being marked by Reece Stewart. Hatfield with the disc, working in space. Hatfield throws a floaty one. Thomas Watson goes up early, goes back, catches it anyway. Bit of a foul. Mad Dog with the disc. So the call from Finn is, you punch me in the balls, man. So foul there. Coop's coming on. The disc goes back. So Twats with the disc. Thomas Watson. Mad Dog is saying, don't throw it to me, man. Watson looks to reset. Holmes falls over in the mud. Goes up the line. And gets the first point for Fyshwick. Jonathan Holmes with the score. Fyshwick go up 1-0. So Dowell with the disc. Pulling for Fyshwick. Bit of a breeze picking up now. Been calm early, but local knowledge says it's going to get windy. Right now it's kind of blowing right to left. The pull hits Reece Stewart, and it's got to go in from the back. Fyshwick coming down, they'll have to get this block on now. Have a shot. And Fyshwick throw a zone incidentally at the same time. Stewart with the disc, throwing into space. Gentle on the mark. Transition zone, Reece Stewart, jamming a forehand. Dowell and Alex Livingston. Dowell to Mortimer. Mortimer to Lay. Lay throwing a flat one to Alex Leach, who can't quite get there. So Alex Leach having a chance to show his speed. Can't get onto that one. So we see this Fyshwick zone again. John McNaughton jamming it. Alex Livingston can't get there. Fyshwick get their turn. Dowell going back for the disc. Immediately dumps to Gentle. Gentle throws a break to Mortimer. Mortimer goes deep down the field. Looking for... I can't see who. Sorry guys, there was apparently a call on the play, foul. Leach with the disc now. Throws a dump to Gentle. Supplying that release valve for Leach. He's a new player, still very raw, only in the game 6 months. Dowell with the bid, can't get there. Firestorm get the turn. Reset is called. John McNaughton with the disc. See Fyshwick starting to transition. Throw into space. Stewart. Holmes makes a bit early, can't get onto it. B-Dub gets the disc, and then the score for Firestorm. Coops up the line. Punching it in for the Queenslanders. Firestorm with a pull, goes out straight away. Holmes brings the disc in to Hempel. Mad Dog looks for Holmes. Holmes glides the dump cut, gets the reset. Throwing open side. Things are clearly very slippery. Hempel, bit of a sideways cut to get the disc off. Hempel with the disc now. Ooh, that disc dropping out of the air there. Warwick Shepherd pulls this space, then breaks the mark, and Firestorm get the block. They reset to the middle of the field. Fatty going upfield. You hear the Fyshwick sideline being very, very loud, telling the mark what to do, and it results in a score and Mikey Hatfield streaming deep. Holmes picking up the disc for Fyshwick. Looks to engage a bit of an interesting dump there. He was standing directly behind the mark's head. Fyshwick now getting close to the end zone. The dump gets stuffed. Pick called. So Wallace with the disc. Ian McCarricker. The dump. Wallace throws up the line to McCarricker, who gets down for the catch and the score for Fyshwick. Transition up and Firestorm moving to move the disc downfield. Firestorm coming up against this really miserly Fyshwick defense. Reece Stewart jams the forehand. Thomas Watson underneath it gets the block. Resets the disc. Holmes goes up the field. Balfour Boyd. And he throws a forehand to Thomas Watson, who's going long. John McNaughton with a great block, making up the distance. Thomas Watson acknowledges him. John McNaughton, great heart there to make up that space, cover the deep cut and get the block for his team. Fyshwick back in this zone of theirs, and oh, John McNaughton just grounds his disc. Holmes with the disc, looking at the end zone. Mark being very physical. Holmes resets. Thomas Watson calls for disc space. His pivot leg being ridden a little bit. Holmes gets it now. Looking, there's nothing really coming though downfield. They're slowly going backwards. Thomas Watson with the disc now, and a call downfield. Thomas Watson with the disc. Looks for the dump. There's a call on the field. So Thomas Watson still with the disc. He's got no cuts downfield. So foul is the call again. Jonathan Holmes saying the defender is running into him when he takes off. Looks like they're trying to occupy the same space at the same time, resulting in contact. The question is who is at fault. We'll let the video decide that one. I'm not exactly sure from here. It's happening too quick for me to see. Thomas Watson throwing. The mark just tapping it in whilst Holmes and the defender were still talking. John McNaughton with a block in front of Dow. Reece Stewart with the disc, unloading a backhand. Receiver going long. Thomas Watson makes up the distance, but the receiver, Peter Allen, catches a big one for the Firestorm score. Getting right up there over Thomas Watson. See a bit of rules discussion here. Clearly, they want to sort this out. Fyshwick, they're a very flowy team. They tend not to make very many calls. They're all very physical players and will take a fair bit of contacts. But once the rules come into dispute, they do know them quite well and they will stand their ground. We see there that Jonathan Holmes really felt that the contact was a bit excessive and was really affecting his play on the disc. So at 2-all, Firestorm very much in this match. And they're onside. Hurrah! Some teams are finally starting to do it as we move up the levels. Dow, Mortimer. Adam Mortimer with the disc. Throws a really floaty one. Warwick Shepherd with the best read out of the pack. Brings it down those big hands. Securing that disc. Shepherd with the disc now. Looks to engage Mortimer. Mortimer looks downfield. Throws again. It goes over the receiver. And the block by the Firestorm player. There's a ball on the field.
Boys, quick movement. Quick movement.
So Finn on the mark. Mortimer with the disc. Throws another floaty one. That's 3 in a row. The pack flies and they all D each other. I think that was a typical pack grab situation. Contact everywhere, and I think the turn should stand. So the call's been retracted. Seemed like a Fyshwick player felt he was contacted. And there's a pick before the disc even is counted. So Firestorm in a great position against this miserly Fyshwick defense, and I think that was Finn. Finn with a shot at pulling down a score. Really needs to pull those ones in at this level. You're not going to get a lot of chances against Fyshwick, and you need to make your chances count. Dow going back for the disc for Fyshwick. So Dow brings it in. Shepherd supplies an under, then goes deep. Dow engaging the dump. A bit of a line trap here. Mortimer with the almost gets layout D, and then he jams a backhand. This one's floating up there a little bit. Warwick Shepherd over Trevor. Bit of a conversation about who had it when. We'll have a look at a replay on that one. So a contested catch. Both players feeling they had it first, so the disc goes back to Mortimer. Mortimer has this tapped in, looks to engage his dump straight away, gets the reset up the line. Oh, and Mike Hatfield streaming long there for Dow. Dow elects to holster the shot. Hatfield gets it under. Hatfield, and there's another call on the field. So Hatfield with the disc, tapped in, immediately throws a dump to Dow. Firestorm has certainly kicked it up a notch here. Shepherd throws it to Mikey Hatfield. Hatfield with a gentle leading pass to Gareth for the score. Byers getting open in the end zone. Fyshwick go up. So Walcott with a pull. Fyshwick massively offside. What a pack of chumps. Throws stopped by McNaughton. Throws to Stewart. Back to Stewart. Throws the fake. See Fyshwick in their transition zone, looking to slow down the Firestorm offense to start with. McNaughton, middle of the field, throws a dump. Another pass. Stewart, back to McNaughton. Oh, what a smooth transition that was. Fyshwick just instantly finding a player. Peter Allen with the disc. Plenty of cuts coming under. Gareth Byers and John McNaughton. See Dow in the lane. Holmes. McNaughton now with the disc. Throws a low release. And oh, the receiver sees it late, doesn't quite get there for it. Holmes bringing it in. And Powell tries the first cut. Watson with the disc. This mark from Fyshwick is very, very around. And there's a catch right on the end zone line. Great throw by Thomas Watson and Paul on the field.
That's my favorite part about it.
There's lots of calls in this game. So a contested stall. That has got to be the world's quickest stall count. Chris Stewart must be getting excited out there.
He's always excited.
And a foul call. Thomas Watson possibly getting away with that one. I just got word from one of the Ignition players. Reece Stewart, known for his physical mark and a pick downfield. So this Fyshwick, this Firestorm mark, we see it guarding right around. Less a forced forehand and more of a force upfield. Another call downfield. Norton shouting instructions to his team. Violation called downfield. So just getting tapped again. Holmes right downfield to Watson. Watson throws a fat side. Ted Thomas Walcott for the score. Fyshwick pull down and score. And go up. Boys in orange from Canberra. Doing well out there. Andrew Jackson, number 87. Australian Dingo. Very, very intellectual ultimate player. Having a wonderful conversation with him last night about some of the tactics and things Fyshwick are doing this season. It was an amazing conversation. I felt completely outmatched intellectually. Now Firestorm working downfield. Stewart with the disc. McCarricker on the mark. Stewart throws a nice touch pass to B-Dub. B-Dub being marked by Belfry Boyd. Stewart goes up the line and then back. Floaty dump. Stewart resets to Fatty as he's known. Doesn't look very overweight. Stewart gets a quick pass. Reece Stewart spending a lot of time with the disc here and seeing a lot of it. Fatty, great upfield pass. And Firestorm to the end zone. That one just sails out the back though. So Dow, bring it up. Throws a quick one, moves. James Lay with the disc. Throws a very floaty pass that nearly falls into the ground. McCarricker goes up the line, great pass to hit him. Foul called. Reece Stewart closing down that space and really getting his body in there. So, Reece Stewart now. Dow. McCarricker. Out the far sideline there. No cuts being provided. McCarricker gets up the line and gets the disc and then unleashes a huck. James Lay with a big grab. Lay near the corner. Leach hits the cone. They can't get it to him. He's covered by a Firestorm player. Up the line to Dow for the score. Fyshwick take another break. That's 5-2 by my count, which is probably wrong. Great movement there by James Lay, catching that huck, and great movement by Ian McCarricker. We're back after timeout. Just chatting to some of the boys about the women's side of the draw. Some interesting results coming out of the women's. Beat up, throwing floaty one on, it's spanned by the receiver. Looked like Jangles maybe. That's a rarity. Jangles normally doesn't drop it. So the force in his backhand. Holmes comes in and picks it up and switches to forehand. Engages the dump. Belfry Boyd gets up the line. Holmes to the break side of the field. Watson looks off he looks off the around, throws the inside out behind the receiver, and there's a call. So no call on the field, retracted if there was anything. Gentle on the mark. John McNaughton takes up the front of the end zone. And the throw goes down again. Belfry Boyd with the disc. He'll look to punch this in. Holmes struggling with his footing today. Twats can't bring that under control. The disc goes down. McNaughton bringing the disc up. Gets tapped in and he jams the backhand. Jangles, as I said earlier, once he gets in front, you're not going to catch him. Jangles resets the disc. Swats on the mark. Inside out to B-Dub. B-Dub looking to throw that backhand. Kick call on the field. Disc called in. B-Dub engages the dump. The dump doesn't move. Throw goes up onto the break side of the field. The mark had come around. And now a floaty one. And the goal is caught. Firestorm pulling that one down. McNaughton pulling for Firestorm. They're still in this match, but they're going to have to knuckle down here, get a turn, and get themselves a score. McCarricker catches that really low to the ground. Mortimer with the disc. And he jams an absolute huge backhand. Holmes going long. Finn, Holmes, Finn gets the block. Firestorm get the turn, now they've got a score. This gets reset. Downfield receivers are completely being shut down. Dow goes the wrong way though, and now the huck goes up. Two Fyshwick players. Gareth Byers getting up there. Gareth and John McNaughton, two very calm men. You see here that they're just talking it through. And I dare say the decision here will be very, very close to perfect. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you sort out a call on in Ultimate. So the call is contested, sent back, and Firestorm get another shot. So the disc is tapped in, Firestorm on offense. Stewart gets the reset. Mad Dog on the mark. Oh, and the disc. It looked like the disc hit the ground there. And it might be just a light, but the disc goes down now anyway. Fyshwick get a turn. They get the disc back, and now they have a shot. Hempel bringing the disc in. Engage the dunk. The dunk gets shut down. Byers with the disc. Bit off his shoulder by the Firestorm defender. Hempel wailing away with a backhand. Dow, miles free, gets up there, but there's a call on the field. So there was a pick on Grundy, and Hempel sends it up anyway. Two Firestorm defenders. Jumps from what looked to be in bounds. With the greatest attempt. Saw off camera. Hempel really unhappy with himself. No, and Dale must have jumped from out of bounds to catch that one. So Stewart bringing the disc in and walks on the mark and jams a forehand downfield. And a great block there. So McCarricker bringing it up. McNaughton on the mark. James Lay gets it. Fyshwick have been struggling to generate downfield cuts. Mortimer running sideways. Hempel, oh, with a bid, but it drops. It hits him in the arm and he drops to the ground. There's a floaty one. McNaughton in position. Gets the score. And a possible injury on the sideline here. We'll bring you news of that. Firestorm get the score. Firestorm coming out on D. They've had a bit of a run. Fyshwick really struggling to generate on offense. It's really struggling to get cuts downfield. And Firestorm are back in this match. They've done exactly what they needed to do. And now they need to keep going. Mortimer to Holmes. Holmes with a stutter step to Hatfield. Hatfield not a thrower, putting a huck up to Dow. Always a great option. What a massive throw that is. Brilliant throw by someone who apparently isn't a thrower. I'm going to question that heckle. Shepherd with the disc. Hatfield gets called out by Holmes. Holmes gets the reset and a pick call on the field by the looks of things. So Holmes with the disc. Jono Holmes putting a speculative one in the end zone for Dow. Fyshwick bring down the score. John McNaughton in the foreground, clearly not happy. Fyshwick struggling to generate in previous points, but showing no difficulties whatsoever just now. So a brief timeout. Boot or the car? We have Fyshwick up 6-4. Yeah. Firestorm fighting tooth and nail. It is sudden death from now on, so it's do or die for the boys from Queensland. They either win this match and come top 4, or they lose and crash out to the 4-8. 4-8 is okay, but if you're going to be a top level team, you want to be hitting that semi-final. Reece Stewart gets a reset, pivots around and throws a really long upfield pass. Firestorm starting to generate downfield, that throw slightly misaimed. Fyshwick get a turn. Dow picks it up, plays it in. Holmes with the disc now. Holmes resets to Dow, and a pick on the field. So Dow to Watson. Watson throwing a long one to James Lay with a massive layout. What a great grab by James Lay. That was huge. I'm not even going to go to Mortimer there. That thing was going past him. Had he let that go and tried to bid later, he would never have caught it. Goes early, gets the catch and gets the score for Fyshwick. James Lay standing up for the boys in orange. So an amazing grab by James Lay in that last point, 7-4. If Fyshwick take half, Firestorm are in trouble. Mike Hatfield, you're a chump, get on side, dude. And the disc rolls out of bounds. McNaughton with the disc, holsters the long shot. Lovering provides it under. Reece Stewart, a high floating one. Oh, and a Walcott with a Callahan. It falls into his breadbasket. And surely that doesn't count. Wow. That is going to be the luckiest Callahan I've ever seen. I'm going to go watch a replay. Fyshwick take half. 8-4.
We just said, okay, well, we can't control what they're doing, but we're going to control the fucking way we play. We're going to G each other up. We're going to get our energy right. And that's why we went on a roll. And that's why we started scoring down.
Yeah. So we're going to come out. It's not done yet. Yeah. We're going to come out. We're going to come out with energy. We're going to come out with confidence, and we're going to steamroll these guys.
Yeah, boys. Yeah, come Fyshwick. Yeah, boys.
Keep drinking and eating, yeah? 3, 2, 1.
Fyshwick! United! Go Fyshwick! Come on, boys! Let's go, boys!
No, just hit capture. Some sneaky in the huddle footage there of the Fyshwick team. Jonathan Holmes leading his team through it. See, there was no real overt yelling or pumping each other up. It was very, very calm, very measured. The Fyshwick boys will go out and look to do their job. So, Thomas Watson with the call, goes from the white line. And this one bounces over the receiver's head. And a bit of confusion of where that one landed. John McNaughton bringing in. Reece Stewart gets it up the line. Gentle gets the mark back on. Gentle playing really good defense on Reece Stewart here. McNaughton gets the reset. McNaughton throws a floaty one. Receiver gets it under control. Conrad being broken on the mark, and now a foul call. uncontested foul. The disc in. His mark is really close. McNaughton being marked by Hatfield. McNaughton putting up a hug. Receiver going long. Conrad getting up high. But the receiver gets it anyway. They reset. And they reset back again. A bit of a power dump. McNaughton getting up there, catching that one. Throws a well-crafted pass to the far side. Firestorm punch this one in. A great score for the Firestorm boys. Great movement downfield all game. They've had brilliant cutting and great flow. It's just been the odd bad decision on their throwing has led to turns. Reece Stewart pulling for Firestorm. Big offside, everyone in front of the line on that one. Dow, Mortimer, Shepherd throws a big meter gainer to Gareth. Byers throws a high relief backhand and it gets Deed. Alex, no, it's Finn. James Lane on John McNaughton. McNaughton going back to pick up the disc. Throws it underneath. Reece Stewart gets the handler movement. It's a dishy pass. Mortimer in a great position. No Firestorm players around. Adam Mortimer playing great defence. Dow into Shepherd. Shepherd breaks the mark. And the reset is cut off by the defender. Great positional awareness. Fatty who's skinning with the disc. Reece Stewart gets a good grab. Looks off the brace side throw. And then goes back. Pit call on the field. A bit of discussion of whether he's close enough, I think. So Fusion is a play called. No idea what that is. Looks like it's been shut down though. Fatty who's skinning with the disc. Looking for the end zone. He gestures. Throws a break. And another call on the field. Finn and Wilma discussing a bit of contact on the field. The Fatty who's skinny being marked by Conrad Wallace. I believe that's his name, if I'm right. Fatty who's skinny sets to Reece Stewart. Stewart having a great game. McNaughton resets the disc. Reece Stewart gets the reset. More disc for Reece Stewart. James Lay with a bid. Fyshwick very miserly, but Firestorm have been playing some great offense. And there's a throw to the break side. Warwick Shepherd though punts off the flow. Fyshwick right on the end zone line. A break for the score. Firestorm punching another one. Firestorm not refusing to lie down and take it. They're well in this match. They're still down by a couple. McNaughton with the pull. Gentle plays it in to Holmes in the middle of the field. Holmes goes to Hatfield. Hatfield having a great game. Playing well for Fyshwick. He's been a great find for the boys in orange. And Holmes puts up a big floaty pass to Watson, who can't quite get it. Great bid by Thomas Watson, and that was a huge throw by Holmes. Looked like it surprised everyone. Norton throwing open side to Grundy, I believe it is. McNaughton gets stuffed on the dump and it goes straight to Dow, who gets the block. Dow to Hatfield, not a thrower, throws the score. Fyshwick go in and take this one. Dow finds himself with a D. That one getting thrown straight to him. So just finding out a little bit about the Firestorm team. several college national representatives from America on this Firestorm team. One of them being Dan Mammal, seen being marked by James Lane, getting the disc now. Lay with a nice beard. Mammal played with Carlton, I believe it is, when they won in 2009. Coop goes up the line. Peter Allen, contest in the end zone. Whoa, what a beard by Alex Leach. They're calling him the Master Chief, and he got himself a block. So Belfry Boyd bringing the disc up. Mortimer on the dump. Goes up the line, gets shut down. Belfry Boyd puts it with a nice block. That looked like a ground strip. Okay, the turn stands. Of course, if you catch it and it gets stripped by the ground, you've taken possession and then lost it. It should be a turnover. Alex Livingstone with the disc, throws it to Coop. To Stewart, who leaves it for Mammal. Mammal slips in the mud, looking. Quick movement by Firestorm. They're still generating inside out. Gentle, can't get it down. There. And it's a nice grab there by Firestorm. Alex Livingston looks upset about something. I'm not sure what's going on there. Firestorm still in this match. They're fighting hard. Firestorm on D. And Norton with the disc. Falling for the Queenslanders. Norton puts up a good one. Mortimer. Dow. Middle of the field. Throws a bit of a break. Fakes the throw. Dow gets the reset. Swings to Hempel, who's been off the field for a little while. I can't remember seeing him recently. And up goes the throw. Dow getting it in a power position and then bombing a hammer. Gareth Myers! So close. So very close. That hammer moving away from him at the last minute. Puts in the bid to try and save it. Almost comes up with an amazing grab. Can't quite though. Fyshwick on D. Norton bringing it up. Norton's been having an okay game. Hasn't really stood out. Norton gets a reset. Picks that up with one hand and then slips over. Fatty, who is skinny, and a foul call downfield. Maybe a pick. Dowell on the mark. Fatty, who's skinny, with the disc. Fatty throws to Finn. Finn tries to throw it around one of the boys and can't do it. Mortimer now picks it up. Mad Dog. Dow. Dow. Still Dow. Throws it to Mad Dog on the near sideline. Gareth Byers for the score. Fyshwick go in. Holmes with the disc. This breeze has been blowing consistently right to left. So right now Fyshwick going upwind, but it barely qualifies at times. Hey, Fyshwick are onside. This pull, a bit short, lands out of bounds. To be ripped by Reece Stewart.
Yeah, oh yeah!
Reece Stewart. Being marked by Ashley Jennell. It's Fyshwick's zone again. And whoa, it's a floating pass. And Fyshwick get a cheap turn. That's not what they wanted there, Firestorm. Warwick Shepherd getting the disc. Looks to reset. Gentle in a lot of space. Fakes to Warwick Shepherd and a call downfield. The Jangle's on the mark there. Jangle with the disc. Looks to engage. Gets Warwick Shepherd. Shepherd to Thomas Watson. Big pivots there being marked by B-Dub. Warwick Shepherd with the disc. Nothing. Engages Watson, who goes up the line. Warwick with a beautiful low release to Gentle. And a pick call downfield. The disc is tapped in. Holmes to Shepherd. Shepherd with the disc. Throws a break. Fires that one in there and Fyshwick score. Shout out to the players down there on the side of the field, helping keep me updated with the score, as I can't count. Master Chief better be careful there and make sure he doesn't snap his leg off. Doesn't want to push too hard. So Fyshwick, defense, 11-7. Comfortably in front, but not with the game in the bag yet. Firestorm going down on offense. And Fyshwick come back out in the zone, and there's two players bidding there. Fatty who's skinny, McNaughton, back to Fatty who's skinny, McNaughton, to Fatty who's skinny, to McNaughton. This is getting repetitive. McNaughton and Fyshwick transition into a man very smoothly. Fatty who's skinny gets the dump, back to McNaughton. McNaughton jams a really flat one, and the disc goes down. Mortimer going back to pick up the disc. Gets an under from Mikey Hatfield. Hatfield having a good game, call downfield. So just being tapped in, Hatfield, and the disc coming in on two. Just tapped in, Hatfield. He's not a thrower, apparently. Puts up a brilliant huck. And a call, Belfry Boyd putting one of the players on his butt, and he doesn't look in a good way. So one American comes on for another. Mammal on for Grundy. Then Grundy. And he's doing the dying swan. He's tagged before it was out of his hand, so he'll get it back. So Lindenboom with the disc. Dow throws a hammer that gets pushed in the ground by the wind. Terrible throw there. McNaughton. Firestorm working in a horizontal. That just gets saved. Inside out break. Jangles putting up a big one. Hatfield. Fatty who's skinny. Fatty who's skinny brings it down. Fatty who's skinny into space. Firestorm score this one. Fatty who's skinny. Number 6 in the white hat, showing the Firestorm boys how to do it. Let's see if Reece Stewart can be onside. Yeah, we'll count that in. Much better by the Firestorm boys, and that's a massive pull. Hempel plays it in right at the back. Holmes. Warwick Shepherd has a defender bounce off him and then goes gets the disc. Floats over Gareth Byers. Turn. Firestorm with a shot at the end zone. They're in a good position, about 20-25 out. Caught by Grundy. Grundy with the disc, throws an inside out break. Oh, and it's dropped. Watson to Shepherd. Shepherd puts it up deep. Jonathan Holmes with it. No one in front of him, though. He's blown everyone away. It looks like a timeout was called. So the timeout is back. Jonathan Holmes taps it in. Gets a reset to Mad Dog. Mad Dog looks off. Holmes gets it to him now. Holmes looking at a very interesting field. Watson. Byers comes under. Doesn't get it thrown to him. Watson with the disc still. Watson goes up the line. Can't get there. It's floating. Grundy gets the block. Getting over there to snap that one up. So travel called, bringing him up to the black line, and then Grundy jams a backhand. Gareth marking the receiver. It's a bit too far. No call on the field. Sorry, I'm spending too much time heckling and not enough time watching the game. Rhys Stewart after a turn by Fyshwick. Kick call. Stewart resets to Grundy. Grundy down the line, a nice bid there. Can't get the disc though. Hempel bringing it in. Watson immediately hits the end zone. Holmes gets the jump. Gets that one away. Warwick works to the break side. Byers comes under. Byers looking for a jump. Hempel snatches that one out of the hand with one hand. Holmes gets the reset on McNaughton. Warwick Shepherd with the disc. Byers supplying another cut, doesn't get it. Holmes in trouble. Warwick Shepherd throwing it and the block. No call downfield. Stewart with the disc. And that apparently is a travel. So really it shouldn't be a stoppage, it should be play on. They just called in. McNaughton putting up a deep one. Is that really risky throw? This one might float. And a score. Firestorm. Fighting hard to stay in this game. This is a game of 12. Fyshwick score, it's all over for Firestorm this year. Their chances of a final will be all but dashed. Well, they will be dashed, sorry. Because this is elimination from here. Dow to Lay. Lay hasn't spent much time under the disc. Been mostly Jonathan Holmes. And Holmes wailing away with a backhand to Warwick Shepherd in the end zone. Fyshwick score. Fyshwick win. They're through to the semi-final. The Firestorm boys so close, but yet so far. They've come up short this year, rattled by injury. They haven't been able to get the win over a very tough Fyshwick side. Fyshwick with a 1 in 4 chance of becoming the Australian champions for 2012. We'll be moving straight over to the semi-final, so we will be catching the next Fyshwick game. Thank you for joining us, and goodbye.